Good morning, everybody, and welcome. Today, we are going to shoot a video for you of Sandra and Zipper's puppies. These are mini sheepadoodles. Their eyes are open and they're starting to walk around, and this is a great time to start introducing a grooming routine for them. So I'm basically just going to take a little comb and go over their coats. As doodle puppies, you know, they're going to be groomed a lot. So we need to get them used to this process early on. Also going to run some clippers over their bodies because that's something that they're also going to have to get used to. Many doodles go for haircuts. This is a little boy. And as you can see, he's not even bothered by that. We're going to put his little feet on there because as these guys grow, many people prefer to Dremel their toenails. So them feeling some vibration is a good thing, especially around their neck and their face, their ears. Awesome job, buddy. We'll be back with our next puppy in just a moment. We've got a little girl here. Hi. Well, you're kind of on the move, aren't you? The other thing that I really like to do at this stage of the game too is introduce them to taller surfaces like a grooming table. As doodles, of course, being groomed a lot, they're going to be on top of a grooming table. And of course, when you take the puppies to the vet, usually they're put up on top of a table too. So this is just their first time having a comb rubbed all over them. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put this, and this is, I'm not sure if I told you, but this is a little girl. And we're going to start this. Yeah, there we go. Yep. And gently exposing them to all of these new sensations is really going to drive home the fact that these puppies are going to be very calm when being groomed. They're going to understand what's going on. And that's one of our jobs here. Whoops, come over here. Is to desensitize these puppies as well as we can, following the puppy culture protocol, introducing them to just the right thing at just the right time to help build strong emotional bonds. Here we go. Very nice. Good girl. Good job. Okay, we've got our boy here. He's a big boy. Yes, he is. He reminds me so much of his daddy with that big blocky head. He's probably the biggest boy in the litter right now. I hear you, I know. I have to keep you guys all separated while I'm doing this. Here we go. Here we are. So the puppies are, like I said earlier, they are up on their feet and they are exploring their puppy nursery at this point. They are out of the little nesting bed that they were born in. So we keep them in a very tight spot in the beginning. So it's easy for mom to keep track of them and do what she needs to do. And then they eventually get too big for that. So we move them into the puppy nursery where they have a much larger space and they've got plenty of room to get up and start toddling around, which is exactly what they're doing. We'll be right back. Okay, we've got a little girl here. I love the little black patch on her forehead. She is adorable. Now I'm just gonna comb out those little feet. Here we are, good. I was gonna use the brush on them, but to be honest with you, the brush is too big at this point, so. You've got a little something in your coat. Looks like you've got a little issue there, a little doo-doo. I have to talk to mommy about cleaning that a little bit better. Good girl. Oops. Here we go. Very nice. And as we go through the weeks here, you know, every day we do a little something new with them. And this week I'm going to really focus on continued grooming for them, continuing this goodness gracious, continuing this process of having them exposed to the clippers. They're also going to get their first bath this week, so they'll be used to the hair dryer. We're not going to use the big Pet Forced air dryer on them. That's just too much, but a little hair dryer will work out just fine. Okay, good job. Very nice. Good girl. Oh, you sleepy? Oh, you're tired. Okay, we've got a boy here. And I think what I love about this puppy, aside from the fact that he's got a giant black body, which I absolutely love that, I love the patches on his ears. They are so thoughtfully placed. And his little color genetics were forming. I love the little pattern that they made. He's gonna have a beautiful coat. There's a lot of wave coming in on his coat already. Good boy. Yes, good job, buddy. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna run you with the clippers. There you go, good job. Yeah. They are handling this exercise beautifully. I don't have anybody really shying away from the clippers. Sometimes we'll see puppies get a little bit nervous with this. We just keep it short, but if they're tolerating it, I'm gonna go a little bit longer. And of course, getting those feet used to the vibrations are very, very important. There you go. Good job, buddy. Good job. We've got a little girl here. And you'll notice as you're starting to look at all of these puppies, they all have a little something different in terms of their markings and their patterns. So her left ear is black. Yes, good girl. There you go, good girl. There you go. She is scenting for her litter mates. She can hear them. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, she just took a nice big breath. That is always a good sign of them being they kind of resign themselves to, okay, this is really happening. I have to sit here and endure it. Always looking for those big sighs, which are great. Good girl. There you go, good girl. Yes, good girl. Awesome job there, little miss. Awesome job. You did great. Okay, we are back with a little boy here. And just like the other puppies in the litter, he's got some very unique markings here too. So he's got a dot on his right ear, and he's got a couple of dots on his left ear. So that would be a defining mark. And he also, let's see if I can make that. Check this out. I don't know if you can see it as well as I can see it. Hold on. Look at that. Does that look like an anchor to you? Yeah. So I think that maybe his name could be Sailor. I think that's really kind of cool looking. I like that a lot. I always like trying to find different shapes in their coats. Kind of can hint towards a name. If you were staying, I'm going to call you Sailor. Yes. If I were to keep you, I would definitely call you Sailor. Yes, you're a good boy. Okay. Here we are. Good boy. There we go. Very good. Now their teeth are not in just yet, but I can feel them starting to bud up a little bit. So depending on next week, we'll see if they've been trying to explore mommy's food bowl. And if they have, then we will offer them their first meal, which is always such a fun video to do. And if they're not ready for that, then we've got something else in mind. Oh, I don't know if I did your toes yet. Here, let's do that. I get all busy talking on the video, and then I'll forget where I'm at. Good. Good boy. Good job, Bud. Good job. Good boy. We are back with our final puppy. This is a little girl. And again, her defining mark, if this is a puppy that you're currently watching or considering. So she's got this really cute eye patch, and the eyelashes on that eye are black. So on her left eye, she's got an eye patch, and on her right ear is black. And I gotta tell you, that is such a cute look when they get older. Yes, it is. It is. What a good girl. Very nice. She's got a lot of wave coming in on her coat. She's gonna have a beautiful coat. Actually, all the puppies' coats are nice and thick. They're beautiful. Okay. Little vibration time, clipper time, little desensitizing. Yeah, there we go. I know. It's okay. So when you hear those little puppy whimpers, those are whimpers trying to signal to her litter mates, kind of wondering where they are. They make a lot of these cooing sounds, and they listen for their litter mates echoing their little sounds there. Good girl. Okay. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching and being part of our little grooming tutorial for today. And we'll see you next week. You all have a great week. Take care.